If you're taking a look at the Ghostbed and Lowell, you've come to the right place. I'm going to be telling you what's different about these two mattresses, what's similar. I'm going to be running through the construction differences. I'm going to be putting both mattresses through a number of tests. And at the end of the video, I'm going to give my opinion of who should go for one versus the other, so stay tuned. Let's talk about the key similarities between the Ghostbed and the Lowell mattress. Number one, they're both all foam mattresses. Number two, they both have a layer of memory foam in it. Lowell has it on top, Ghostbed has it in the second layer. Number three, they both have a latex or latex-like layer in it. Ghostbed has that on top, Lowell has that in the second layer. And number four, the price range is very similar. Now let's talk about what's different about these two mattresses. Number one is the overall thickness. You have 11 inches for the Ghostbed versus 10 inches for the Lowell. The comfort part of the mattress, the thickness is different as well. So you have 3.5 inches for the Ghostbed and 3 inches for the Lowell. The placement of the memory foam is different. So they both have a memory foam layer in it, but Lowell has the layer on top, whereas Ghostbed has the memory foam in the second layer. And because of that placement, the feel is going to be different. So you're going to have more of a bouncy, balanced foam feel with the Ghostbed and more of that classic memory foam feel with the Lowell. Let's talk about the construction differences between the Ghostbed and the Lowell mattress, starting with the cover. Actually pretty similar covers. They're both thin, have a similar texture, they're nice and soft. No big difference between the two, I would say. Moving on to the mattress now. The base layers are very similar. The Ghostbed has a little bit higher density foam and it's just 1/2 inch thicker, so no huge difference there. The real differences are in the comfort layers. So Lowell has memory foam on top, then a latex-like foam underneath that, whereas Ghostbed has latex on top. You can see these holes put in there. That's going to enhance breathability. Then gel memory foam underneath that. So the difference there is Lowell will have a true memory foam feel where you slowly sink in, that type of feel, whereas Ghostbed is going to be a little bit more responsive, respond more quickly to pressure. You won't get that feeling of getting stuck at all. It's more of a balanced feel. So if you really understand what that true memory foam feel is, you get that more with the Lowell than with the Ghostbed. As far as other differences are concerned, I think the Ghostbed will be a little bit more breathable in that you can see the holes in the latex itself. Memory foam is known to trap heat a little bit. Even though it's gel memory foam, that I think the Ghostbed should be a little bit more breathable. The comfort part of the Ghostbed is a little bit thicker, so potentially that could make it more appropriate for heavier side sleepers, but I'll have Martin on my team talk about that a little bit later. And the density of the foams that Ghostbed uses is a little bit more, so potentially it could be more durable overall. Let's talk about differences in firmness and feel. As far as firmness is concerned, I'm going to put the Ghostbed at about a 7.5 out of 10, with 10 being the firmest, and the Lowell at a 7 out of 10. So definitely firmer for the Ghostbed than the Lowell. I think most people are going to agree with that. Martin on my team, for example, he had a different score out of 10 for each mattress, but he does think that the Ghostbed is firmer than the Lowell. As far as feel is concerned, the Lowell has a true memory foam feel, just having that memory foam on top versus in the second layer with the Ghostbed. Ghostbed has more of kind of like a balanced foam feel. You get pressure relief that memory foam provides, but it's more of just of a balanced feel. It has some bounce. It's going to be a little bit easier to move around. So yeah, the Ghostbed's definitely firmer and the feel is going to be different as well. So we've been talking about construction differences, and I've given my subjective opinion about firmness and feel differences. But now we want to give a very objective test of how these two mattresses relieve pressure. So we have a pressure map test. Basically, I lie down on my back, side, and stomach on this pressure map for both mattresses, and you'll see anywhere from blue to no pressure all the way up to red to high pressure. So if we throw up the results of both mattresses, you'll see that there is some red underneath my shoulders on the Ghostbed when I sleep on my side. So in this particular case, Lowell actually performs just a little bit better. I think it relieves pressure a little bit better than Ghostbed does. And that makes sense to me, given that I rate the Lowell as being softer than the Ghostbed. So in this particular case, I think the Lowell has a little bit of an advantage.
Hey guys, Martin here to offer a different perspective. Joe is 5'9", 160. I'm 6'7", 230. Definitely a different body type, and I want to give you my experience I had on these mattresses. So with the Lowell here, I thought it was an 8 out of 10 for firmness. And with the Ghostbed over there, I thought it was an 8.5 out of 10 for firmness. With both these mattresses on my side, I think I'm a little bit too large. I definitely pressed through those comfort layers down to the firm layers beneath. So I had too much firmness, I think, on my shoulder and on my hips. However, on my stomach and my back on both mattresses, I did feel proper overall support. So that being said, if you're my size and you're a side sleeper, you might need something a little softer than both these mattresses have to offer. If you're a back or stomach sleeper and you're my size, both of these might work for you.
If you sleep with a partner, then there's 2 additional things you might want to consider when looking at a mattress. Something we call motion isolation and edge support. Motion isolation is basically if your partner's moving around on that side of the bed, is that motion going to transfer over to your side of the bed, or is it going to be isolated? Edge support's basically, can you sleep towards the edge of the bed without feeling like you're going to fall off? Now in this case, I would give the motion isolation advantage to Lowell. It just has that memory foam on top, which is well known for isolating motion quite well. As far as edge support, I would give GhostBed a little bit of an advantage there. It's a little bit firmer, thicker overall. I just thought it performed just a little bit better with edge support. Let's talk about who should get one mattress over the other. As far as who should get the GhostBed, I think if you're looking for something that's a little bit firmer, maybe you're just a back and stomach sleeper, this could be better for heavier people as well. They use a little bit higher density foams. It's also thicker, so that could be more appropriate for heavier people. And if you just want a balanced foam feel where it's a little bit easier to move around, you don't feel like you get stuck, this could be a good option. As far as who should get the Lowell, it's a little bit softer, so I think if you're looking for something a little bit softer, maybe you just sleep on your side, this could be a more appropriate choice for you. Also, if you understand the memory foam feel and that's something you'd like, have experience with, and are looking for, this is definitely the way to go. This definitely has that memory foam feel as compared to the GhostBed. All right, so hopefully that was a good overview of the differences between these 2 mattresses. I think if you know the type of firmness you're looking for and the type of feel you're looking for, the differences should be pretty clear, but definitely leave a comment below if there's any remaining questions that you have. If you're just getting started with your research, definitely check out mattressclarity.com. If you want to see some of our top picks, you can simply Google Mattress Clarity Best Mattress and let me know if you have any questions.